I want to know then where all this began for you. When did the bug bite, the magic bug bite?
Well, I actually started magic when I was just 8, so nearly 10 or nearly 11 years ago now, because I went to Camelot theme park. Unfortunately, they have closed down, but I basically saw a magic show there, and then right at the end they said, oh yeah, there's a DVD in the gift shop if you want to buy it and learn some tricks yourself. So my mum bought that for me, and then I remember sitting down with my little portable DVD player, just playing it on repeat until I got this card or these 2 card tricks down. And then after I fully learnt one of them, I just went around showing as many people as I could with this like £1 W.H. Smith's deck of cards, just going around showing people, and I actually showed it to Mike Clegg, and he at the time ran the Young Magicians, not the Young Magicians Club, Young Magicians of Man, and then I joined a year early because he thought I was so enthusiastic and I should join, and then I was part of them until I was 14, so 3 years ago, no, 2.5 years ago. Until it unfortunately closed down, and then I joined the Magicians of Man, and then I've been doing magic with them as well.
It's all very exciting. I have to ask, you said you learnt the trick. If magicians aren't allowed to talk about their tricks, how on earth do you learn them?
I've often pondered that one. How do you actually get new tricks?
Well, there are certain websites you can go on to buy tricks. So there's one site called Alakazam, and you can go buy some tricks off there. And there's also like Prop Dog. They don't just do magic; they also do like little jokey items as well. So you could buy some simple stuff off there. Like I get all of my cards from Prop Dog because, funnily enough, I'm actually left-handed with cards, so I don't usually use normal cards. So like if you do have a deck of cards, you can actually look now and see all of the pips are in the top left and bottom right corner.
Yeah.
But with left-handed cards, they're actually in the opposite corners.
No
because
way.
I spread them out completely differently. And when I started doing magic, that really stumped Mike and Paul, who were doing the Young Magicians of Man. And that just really confused them. But when it comes to learning magic, you can find like little box sets. Like I remember getting a whole like Gross Magic for Christmas when I started out, and just like little box sets of magic with like little easy tricks in them.
I remember having things like that, and they usually put in a little wand, don't they? There's a little black wand with white ends on it. I remember that as well. And it served you well, hasn't it? Because you now go out and do magic for sort of parties and weddings and things, don't you?
Yeah. I really enjoy it. I mainly do it for the reactions I get, because despite people saying that they don't actually enjoy magic, I've come across loads of people, and I've yet to find a person that genuinely doesn't like magic. They always say they don't like it, and then after I show it, they're just like, oh, I don't know how it's done, and that's why I don't like it. But they actually like the trick itself. But I just love performing to people, and if you want, you can actually get me on Giles the Magician Facebook page. And after this, I think I'll upload a trick I did with a friend of mine, Artie.
Who's listening? Hello to Artie, who's listening.
Where I pull them through a 1-inch hole in a box.
You do what now?
I pull them through a 1-inch hole.
A human being.
That's not bad, is it? And it was Artie, not Beth, as we were thinking earlier on. So that's very impressive.
Well, it wouldn't be a trick if it was Beth, to be fair.
It'd just be ordinary.
You pull an entire human being through a 1-inch hole.
That's right.
I mean, I really want to know how, but you're not allowed to say, are you?
You want to see that now.
And you did this as an audition?
Yes, I did it as a audition for the next big thing, which is it was meant to happen this year, but lockdown happened, so it'll be happening next year. And I've called it the Champion of Champions show, because it's all the past finalists of all the shows could enter, and I think there's 12 competitors this year, and I went for it because I won in 2018.
Well done, that man. So yeah, we've got a winner, a champ himself in the studio. Well, you have to keep us posted on that. Good luck with that one.
Absolutely. Have you got a favourite style of magic? Because I'm thinking we've got the cards here. I mean, card tricks, really famous for magicians, of course. this close-up magic you're mentioning as well, with people doing things right as close as we are. Then there's the sort of the bigger illusions that people might have seen the likes of Dynamo or whatever doing. Have you got a favourite style?
I like close-up magic because a lot of the time, like if you're on a stage, the audience doesn't really get to interact with the trick, so they might easily be able to say, "Oh, he could have done that," or he could have had a trapdoor here or a curtain come across here. But with close-up magic, I love to do tricks where the spectator actually holds the cards themselves and does it all themselves, and then like effectively they do the magic. And then it's more effective for me, and it's more effective for them as well, because they are holding the cards, and then it's just more interactive, and I just really enjoy the reaction I get from it as well.
Well, this is the perfect time to introduce one such trick, because this is something that you listening can actually take part in. We're going to do, I suppose, is it remote magic? Would you call it remote magic in a way, I suppose, or is it?
Yeah, it's sort of like it's kind of like the trick that I was on about when I was watching the little DVD player. It's something that it doesn't necessarily have to be shown. Like I like to show it because sometimes it can go wrong in some places, but this should work out if you listen carefully to my
listen very
instructions.
carefully to Giles's voice. So I have 9 cards here.
Yes.
And hopefully, if you're listening, you will have 9 cards. Just take random 9 cards.
Yep.
Take it. Yep.
Absolutely any card. Well, as long as it's not a joker.
Okay, not a joker. Okay. So talk us through. What do we need to do?
Right. So with these 9 cards, what I want you to do is deal them down into 3 piles of 3. You can deal them down however you like, as long as you end with 3 piles of 3. They could be in chunks, one by one, just as long as you have 3 piles of 3.
Okay, done.
Okay? So then what you want to do is pick up any one of those piles and turn it over, and that's the card that you've got.
And
So
okay.
you
look
don't
at
have to
that
say
card.
it to me.
Okay.
So I've got the 10 of spades. Okay?
Howard, I'm going to show you this card. Don't look, Giles. I'm going to show you this card. Okay.
Okay.
Because Howard's filming on his phone, and I'll show it to this camera as well. So this is my card. Okay, that's
So,
what I've chosen.
Now that I've got that card, I've got the 10 of spades. I will take that pile and place it on top of either of the other 2 that I have,
Okay.
which creates a pile of 6 and a pile of 3. Okay?
Got it.
So now pick up that pile of 6 that you've just made and place that on top of the final pile of 3.
Okay.
Okay.
So they're all back together.
Yep, they're all back together. So now for this bit, you can lie or you can tell the truth.
Ooh.
But whatever you've done, the cards will know. Okay?
It's magic, H. It's magic. Okay, go on.
So, first we're going to spell the value of the card. So, because I had 10, I'm going to spell 10. And just to make sure, you're dealing from the top and onto a surface in front of you or into your other hand, and make sure the next card that you do is also from the top, and that goes on top of the one that you've just placed down. Okay? So, because I had 10, I'm going to spell 10, but I could lie and say it was something like 8 or something like that. But I'm just going to tell the truth for now and just spell 10. So just T-E-N.
Okay, I'll do the same.
Yep.
Done.
Okay?
Okay.
Now, and the rest of those cards that you've got in your hand, they go on the top of that pile.
Right.
Okay?
Yep, done that.
So, once you've done that, because every card, other than the Joker, is the something of something. So, we're just going to do of. So, everyone is going to be doing this. Again, from the top, one on top of the next. So,
Okay.
just O-F, and then the rest on top.
Okay, done that.
Okay? So, now the suit. Clubs, hearts, spades, or diamonds. Again, you could lie if you wanted. So, I had spades, and you know what? I'm going to lie this time and say hearts. So, I'm going to do H-E-A-R-T-S.
Okay.
Again, from the top, one on top of the next.
Okay, done.
Okay?
Yep. And then
So-
the other one on top. Yeah.
Now, this is the important bit. Did you lie or tell the truth?
I lied.
You lied.
I
We both
did.
lied. So, that's quite useful for us since we both lied. So
Yep.
everyone that lied, you're now going to spell lied.
Right.
So L-I-E-D, and then
Okay.
the rest on top.
Yep.
So now I had the 10 of spades to begin with. I'll turn over my top card, and I've got the 10 of spades there. What was the card that you had? Just say it out loud for the
Jack
first
of
time.
Hearts.
Jack of Hearts. Turn over your top card.
I really hope I did this right. Okay. Did I do it right?
Yes, it's
Did
the
I
Jack
do it
of
right?
Hearts.
Okay, so Jack of Hearts. There you go. How on earth? That is just absolutely bizarre.
And now,
By the way, if you told the truth, should you spell out truth?
yes, you should
Okay.
spell truth, and just as a representation, you do TRUTH. You don't
Yeah.
put the rest on top this time.
Oh.
Instead, you turn over the top card of the pile you just dealt down, and then turn over that card instead of putting the rest on top.
Interesting. Well, that is brilliant.